Couch co-op, man. Remember when we used to sit together in the same room, playing the same game on the same console, peacefully enjoying the game together? No? Yeah, I don't remember that shit either. It was a bloodbath. Dude, to this day, I have beef with my brothers over some of the fights in Tenkaichi. And it'll come out in conversation now. It'll be like, we'll be arguing about something and it'll just slip out. Like, dude, you didn't let me pick Goku because you picked Goku first. And you'll be like, well, you picked fucking Spider-Man and Ultimate Alliance and I didn't get to pick him, so... And for those of you non-gamers out there who thinks, oh, games aren't meant to be making you that mad, dude. If you're playing games that make you that mad, don't play those games. Dude, you don't understand how good Tenkaichi was. You need to go back and play that. Seems like you didn't have a childhood, dude. Let me set the stage for you losers who don't know what Tenkaichi was about, okay? There was a mode where you would fight against another person in split screen. Each of you guys picked 5 guys. They don't share health. Each of the characters had their own health bar, and some characters had higher health bars. You had to kill the guy 5 times. And I mean, you had the other option of like one character versus one character, but like, come on, who's picking that? That was fucking boring. Dude, my brother would always like beat me, right? I just sucked. I was a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old. I don't know how old I was, but I was very young. And he would beat my ass. Every time I reached to the point where I was one hit away, I would just switch my characters. So you can switch if you pressed, I think if you pressed L1 and R1 at the same time, you would switch to the next character. I would just switch again. I would switch again. When I didn't have any more characters, he would just beat me, right? Back to back to back. And I wouldn't even get one of his guys to like half of the health bar. Couch co-op was whatever online toxic environment was there in the chat room in COD.
Shut the fuck up, faggot. Look at you, you're 10 prestige. 10 prestige, you fucking faggot. 10 prestige.
That was at home. It was like when you went to McDonald's with your mom and she was like, we can just make this at home. That was couch co-op. It was toxicity at home. And it was fucking amazing. Dude, it's kind of sad how it's a lost game mode. Like, there's a lot of memories I have of just taking my console to my friend's house and then plugging it in, booting it up on the TV. And we were just playing video games together the whole day. Maybe that's why our parents were mad at us, huh? But I remember it was so popular, the whole couch co-op thing. I used to live in Saudi and they used to have cafes where basically you would rent a room and they would have consoles in there. And then you could be like, oh, hey, I want to play GTA. And they give you GTA to play. And then they'll be like, oh, well, I actually want to play The Crew. And you'll be like, I don't know why you want to play that, but here you go. Areas where you could rent out a room and couch co-op there. It was such a cool concept because you didn't have to be at home with your parents, you know, getting mad at you, looking at you playing video games all day. You could just do it outside. There were so many cool things about couch co-op because there's a whole meta of strategies that you had to engage in couch co-op. Like whenever we would play FIFA, and if it ever got to the point where you had to do penalty shootouts, you would always have to turn your body over, hide the controller with your body, and make sure the other guy isn't looking at your controller. Because then he could tell where to go, you know? He could just send his keeper the same direction. And then there was the other one where you would just fuck with their controller, just fucking hit them as they're trying to shoot the ball. But my personal favorite, the one I loved, because it made me feel like a fucking general, a war general, was like, we had 3 friends playing couch co-op, right? So there's 2 people playing the actual game and one guy is just looking, waiting for his turn. And then the guy who's not playing, he would just tell me where the guy's going with like eye signals, be like, or, you know, I don't know, it's just so crazy how couch co-op was so popular back then. Like, there were some random games that were just story mode, but then they would randomly have couch co-op in them. Like, remember the game Shrek? Dude, there was couch co-op in that. And then you had the Lego series, obviously. They still have couch co-op, which is pretty cool that they're still doing it. But it was also in games like Ultimate Alliance, GTA San Andreas. Dude, GTA San Andreas had a couch co-op mode. GTA San Andreas. The whole point of that game is single player, but they were like, yo, let's make couch co-op as well. It was actually really trash the way they did that. The game is amazing even now, but that one mode was so bad the way they implemented that. Oh my God. You walked like 10 meters away from the first player, instantly shut down. You're done. I searched up these old video games that had couch co-op, and even this game has it. Serious Sam 2. What the fuck is that? Serious Sam 2. This is not Funny Sam anymore. This guy is about business. It also made it to where gaming was done together. You'd take your console to your friend's house and you just play games, couch co-op games together. But then it wasn't just the couch co-op games you'd play, because you can't play one game the whole time, right? And you're not going to go outside. What are you going to do that for? That's fucking weird, dude. So you would just be like, all right, maybe let's stop playing this game. Let's try something else. And then you play a single player, but you'd be playing together. Like one guy would be playing for this attempt until he died, and then the other guy would be so into it, be like, no, don't do that, you idiot. He'd just be backseating. But that was part of the charm. I don't know. It was kind of fun. I don't know. It's kind of sad how time can change these games, right? Because obviously it makes sense. You know, multiplayers coming into the scene don't want to spend the time and money and resources on creating a couch co-op mode. Because you think about it, if they had to split the screen, that means they have to use double the resources on the single game. But they can't do that because the console can't handle it. So they would have to reduce the graphics on each side, maybe cut down on some of the effects, you know, all those flaring lights or pieces of particles just moving around the air. They'd have to cut those down, right? You look at the new Tenkaichi, there's no split screen in it because they've implemented this new camera system where it's so dynamic. It keeps like moving around. Imagine that in like half a screen. You'd be like, what the you get epilepsy watching it. You'd be like, dude, this is enough, man. And the colors are so saturated, so you might actually get epilepsy. But it's kind of sad because Tenkaichi was like built off of that. The whole fun of Tenkaichi obviously was a combat system, but it was so much more fun when you were just playing in a couch co-op setting. I mean, there are still games that still hold true to the couch co-op thing. You have Mario Kart, Mario Party, FIFA, whatever the sports game. But these are more like sportsy, you know, arcade-esque games. But there aren't many story games that have couch co-op in them anymore. The only story games that have couch co-op in them right now are like It Takes Two or A Way Out, which is funny because that's made by EA. EA, the guys who were like, yo, nobody wants to play single-player story games anymore. People just don't like that. Everything is multiplayer now. The internet is here. Live in the present, grandpa. That's what EA was about. But now they're making The Last Jedi Survivor. They're making some of the best Star Wars games, and they're making the best couch co-op games. EA, man, I hate them. But maybe not for long. Maybe they're having a little bit of comeback. I don't know. The whole point of this video was to like reminisce about couch co-op and just say this. Multiplayer's never replacing couch co-op. Dude, I get it. You know, multiplayer is fun. You can play against the guy from Brazil, not understanding a word he's saying, but you're still having fun together. You know, the language is the video game. I get it. It's fun like that. But man, it does not replace having someone right here with you playing the game. So what I'm saying is, get out there, play those old games, play Shrek. It's a great game, great couch co-op experience. Or play It Takes Two or A Way Out. Even those new ones are really amazing. Try them out. Couch co-op, man, it's really great. It's, you know, just do it. Do it. Peace.